What's good, Virgo? What's good? I'm Mojo, and I'm happy to be the one that you trusted to do your reading today. You saw the title and or my face, and you're like, let's see what this is about. So thank you. I will do my absolute best with the spread I have in front of me. Before we hop in, I just want to say if this is something that ends up resonating with you, give me a thumbs up if you feel called to. It's something that really helps a small little itty bitty channel like mine out. If you end up enjoying this reading and you feel like I'm really speaking to you, go on ahead and hit the subscribe button. Again, if you feel called to, I don't plan on going anywhere. I am pretty much here like every day, like pretty much every single day now. And yeah, you don't want to miss out on anything else that might be able to help you out on your journey. Again, only if you feel called to. And with this particular reading, if you're feeling it, again, if you feel like I'm speaking to you, don't be scared to leave don't be scared to share your story or anything that you'd like, feedback, anything. I'm pretty open in the comment section. And of course, I will, I'll respond. I got you. Okay. We can have a conversation in the comment section. And it's something that, again, helps out a lot, not just me, but it also helps me to be able to tap into this collective of Virgos a lot more effectively. That's it. Let's jump into your reading. The channeled song that I have for you guys, of course, it's by Miss Britney Spears. It's a song that I've never listened to like one time before, but I'm like, I don't think it's my cup of tea. And then it made its way back to me today, or like actually a couple days ago, and then I put it in my playlist today. It's called "Brave New Girl." And I just had to share that with you guys because it's kind of matching the energy of this reading for me. Okay, your spirit team is encouraging you to be a brave new girl, regardless of gender. Okay, I feel like if you're watching videos like these, like you have to know that energy is just energy, and in this physical experience, it's fluid. Okay, all my like a very fluid energies going on here. Okay, we don't, you get it, it's fluid. Okay, so I don't care if you're a man. All right, we're brave new girls today. All right, let's jump into the reading. Starting out with your energy, Virgo, it's coming out as the Ace of Wands with the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. And right off the bat, like as soon as I pulled the did I say Ace of Pentacles? I meant the Ace of Wands. I'm pretty sure I said the Ace of Wands though. But as soon as I pulled the Ace of Wands, I felt this energy of creative, blocked creative life force. And then after I felt that energy, I kind of had the vibe of like how everything else was going to play out. Because moving to your person's energy, it's coming out as the Five of Cups, the Sun, and the Moon. With their energy, this is like some this is like somebody that has gone through something recently, or things are coming up that this person can't hide from anymore. And with the sun and the moon being here, it's really giving me like very extreme peaks, like emotional peaks, and very deep emotional valleys. It's not something that's very easy for this person to navigate. So it's either something that is very personal, like super duper personal, like this is something that cuts deep, or this is something that's pretty fresh. Like maybe they just got done dealing with somebody like right before you. And FYI, the person that your person was dealing with right before you is definitely somebody that's triggered childhood wounds or just really severe trauma, just generally speaking. And like they have to work through it now. Like, again, I said earlier, like they can't hide from it anymore. And they know it. Before we get into the rest of the spread, the Ace of Wands has been following me around a lot, along with Judgment, which we have here, and Justice. And when I see Justice, it's like, think of a karmic rebalancing. Things are being dished out and served appropriately. And when I see Judgment, I think of a major turning point, and this card symbolizes what needs to be worked through before being able to like engage with the turning point, this like sort of threshold, right? So it's like having to face your shadows, having to face your mirrors, both good and bad. And we're going to get into specifically what this means for you guys and, this entire connection. But I'm really just setting the stage here. The energy of this connection is coming out as the Fool, the Four of Wands, and the Hermit, which this is your energy, Virgo. This is like we're going to come back to that. We're going to come back to that because the rest of the reading, I need to go through all of this before we circle back to that. I'm just setting the stage here. So, the undercurrents of this energy, something that both of you guys aren't really picking up on, is coming out as the Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Swords. And I feel like that Queen of Wands energy is what this past person just got done dealing with, or is a figure, from childhood or just throughout their life that caused grave trauma. This is somebody that has kept them from growing. This is someone that this is just a very karmic energy. This is somebody that likes to take from people. It's almost like I'm just seeing somebody standing on the like literally I'm seeing this Queen of Wands tell your person and get on your hands and knees, and then the Queen of Wands is standing on their back, and it's like they just are the type of individual that uses people as leverage to make them look so vivacious, to look so cool and hot, and look at me, and there's nobody like me, and I'm just so smart. And they're, all the while they're just using other people in order to like I feel like you know what I mean. I'm very familiar with this type of energy, and for me it's just always so redundant. I don't ever want to spend so much time talking about an individual like that. But yeah, for people that are just like opening up their eyes to people just really being like that, yeah, yeah. Still, I don't have too much to say about it. And that's something that your person is dealing with. And the relevance of this person showing up in your life, Virgo, I really feel like you're the type of individual that really does care for people. I did another reading for you maybe last week or something. I really can't remember, but that reading was like Virgo, and it was a Virgo reading. It was like Virgo was finally stepping away from being the one who is the caretaker for everybody, while they are the ones who, and literally the hermit came up in that reading as well. It's like, well, they're the ones who are left out in the cold. And this person, it just gives me like very like up and down energy. Like they need a lot of attention, a lot of nurture, a lot of care beyond what you're even able to give. And I know this because circling back to this Ace of Wands energy, which is just, I felt like it was just a blocked energy. There's no way that you're going to be able to expend your resources on things that you care about. And with this topic of like, love and connection being on your mind, it's like you're not going to be able to show up authentically and full of life if you are constantly having to get down on your knees to try to like literally pick somebody up that's in shambles. You need somebody that's your equal. It's like you have things to do, like even just outside of love. But this person is causing this, like, I'm just seeing somebody just like just going crazy, like I can't do it, but like just running their fingers through their hair, like, oh my gosh, like stressed out, like maybe even pulling their hair out, like just so stressed, not getting enough sleep. I'm getting like like under eye bags, energy, needing like melatonin, type thing. Just a very just a very exhausted energy. And I hold your hand when I say this, but it's like, again, I'm saying this with love, but it's like it's decisions that you are making, and it's like, yes, you have heart, you want to be able to like save this person and pull them up because you see how viable a soul they are, but you can't be somebody else's eyes for them. And even if it works for a while, you can't help somebody like bypass lessons that they need to learn. As I mentioned, your person is going through very like, for them it feels super severe. Like I'm seeing a super agitated wound that um oh, like I'm getting like just crazy imagery. It's like somebody that has to go to the hospital to get stitches and they're just not. It's like they're like, no, 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 I'm fine. I'm just gonna bandage it up. I'm just gonna like, put pressure on this wound, whatever, whatever. And it's like every time that they move, it's agitated, it keeps bleeding, it's like hemorrhaging. It's just disgusting what I'm seeing. And I'm tired of it. I don't like gore at all, so I don't know why. But that's really the vibe that I'm getting that's coming from this person. It's like they need to go to the hospital. So it's like in their case they may need therapy. They may need, something other than you to be support. That's valid. That's very valid. So at its core, because I feel like this is something that you've experienced, like these types of relationships you're very familiar with. At its core, you're being guided to take a chance on something new, to believe that you don't have to play the role of like fixer upper, that there's somebody that can meet you where you're at, somebody that you can care for, but not at the expense of yourself. And then also somebody that can help care for you, that will be there for you. It's something that's equal give and take, right? That's what you deserve. That's what everybody should have. And it looks differently for everybody. But this type of setup does not bode well for either party. So, what you are being tasked with is understanding what lesson is supposed to be extracted from dealing with this person. And that's where this judgment card comes into play. It's like, and we also have the Three of Cups and the Six of Swords here. So it really is going to require you to shift your perspective to a sort of place, a headspace that you've not inhabited before. Maybe that you've humored, but never fully committed to. That's what you were being asked to do. Your spirit team is here to support you. They're saying, talk to us. And they'll present you with people and situations or reflections of what it is that you should be open to. It'll give you a new sense of direction so that you don't have to deal with like this similar spirit in different bodies, like broken person that, just that quite literally needs care. It's obvious, but they're not super receptive to it or don't apply it or are very ignorant about it or just completely closed off. And I think what sucks about this is that if they dusted themselves off, like if they came into this life like perfect, or if they had the strength to be able to navigate through their struggles, I'm talking about your person, it's like they literally would be the perfect match for you. You know that this would be a type of love that would thrive, but it's just not, it's just not right now. And I just don't really even think it's this person. Of course, it's all free will at the end of the day, and this is just a, we're working with the energy that we're sitting in now. But like anybody could like heal and like and like spin the block and like actually be somebody brand new, but that's not something that you should be banking on or even concerning yourself with, because your main focus right now should be yourself and unblocking yourself and only being open and receptive to people that don't just well, I don't even know if this person ever even showed up like, oh, I can do this for you, I can do that for you. Like, you don't need somebody that's like broken. Like, let's just be so for real. And it's like, what in you needs to be repaired? Like, let's just be real. Because with this judgment card here, it's like they're showing you something. Like, the universe just isn't playing in your face. They don't want to hurt you or anything like that. It's like, dude, I'm showing something to you. So what are they showing to you, Virgo? Throughout this experience with this individual, you could be receiving visions. Like, I'm just seeing somebody like imagining, like just spending time daydreaming, or even just simply being like, I wish this person could do this, or I wish this person would blah, but like, I wish. There's a lot of wishing going on here. And I'm feeling like a certain frustration because it's like, I wish, and just nothing is being met. But like, this is a beautiful thing because you're straight up hearing yourself explain what it is that you deserve. What you deserve. You know what I mean? What you deserve. And we have this 10 of Cups here with the King of Pentacles, which is also your energy, Virgo, and the Tower. So that is mirroring what I was saying earlier regarding like the judgment here and like the tower. It's like you're being shown what's up. This is another moment that's another foundation that is just falling straight to the ground. And we are now in this full moon. It's June 28th. 28th? I'm pretty sure it's the 28th. I don't really pay attention to the days. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's June 28th. Um, Either way, we are in this energy of the the full moon. Girl, I'm jumbled up. But we're in this energy of the full moon and Capricorn. So this tower showing up here, it's like, yeah, makes sense. Everything is being revealed. And it's not what you want. This person isn't even like coping right. So it's like nothing is keeping this foundation strong. It's crumbling. But in the crumbling of this, situation, it's leaves a clear vision for what should be. Okay. S- So what you're being guided to do is to not be so caught up in having to know, like, I'm seeing somebody that's like, it's either this or that, it's either this person or I'm not happy type mentality, right? Or just like this or that, and the this or that, or it's just like two foul options, like, and it's like there's something completely different, a completely different turnout that your higher self is aware of, but you need to take a step back and allow that to be exposed. You need to put one foot in front of the other. And again, just really reconnect with your higher self. I feel like that's a really strong theme here for you, Virgo, is reconnecting with your own intuition, learning this lesson, reconnecting with your own intuition because you know what's up. You know what's up before you walk into these types of connections. Like when you meet these people after the first couple times of hanging out, I feel like you already know how it's going to go. Because again, this is the energy of like same soul, different person, very same experience, different person. So it's like you need to start listening to that voice and act accordingly and trust in your higher self more. The way that the energy, like we're in 2026 now, okay, we're in 2026 and there's we're in a pressure cooker. I mentioned this before in one of my channel messages. We are in a pressure cooker. Things are being revealed, being stripped away. Things are like, because humanity is at a point now where the collective consciousness is raised so high, like we know what's right, like you know what I mean, like this, we have information at our fingertips, we have the opportunity to be better, and it's like we are our consciousness is raising so quickly at a rate that it hasn't been for like a long time, maybe ever. Okay. um we're basically crawling out of hell right now, right? And it's like, once, you don't have to know the how, you don't have to be like so trying to like predict, right, insisting on how the future is going to turn out. Another another interruption. I hate being interrupted sometimes, but anyway, as I was saying, you need to just like position yourself properly. You don't have to know the how, you don't have to insist, just position yourself properly, because this energy I was talking about with things being like washed away quickly so that new things can move in quickly so that we can get to where we need to be. Yeah, that's represented by this 8 of Wands here. So you don't have to know anything. You know everything that you need to know in this moment, which is, I don't F with this for real. This isn't good for me. And this connection is going nowhere. So you walk away. You turn in the opposite direction. You cord cut. You you act accordingly. That is good enough. That positioning is good enough for what you need to make its way to you. And the outcome we have is the 3 of Cups, Justice, and the 4 of Cups. So this is definitely something that's going to blow your mind. Maybe not immediately. I feel like this 3 of Cups is like both your spirit team and then just a new like connection, either a deepening of a connection like within the friendships that you have already. Sorry, this cat is distracting me. Are you going to jump up here? And yes, you are. Right. Hmm. Right, right, right. Get away from my water, please. Please, my baby. All right. Oh, she's coming back because there's a wasp flying out of outside the window. I really wish I remembered what that meant symbolically, but just like look up what wasps symbolize spiritually, and they will let you know. But you want to know what message you're about to get right now, Miss Cat, Miss Raven? Nothing, because you're leaving. Coreso. I'm back, Virgo. Um, but yeah, so expect a kind of s- like your friendships to get deeper, or just like a, if you don't have any friends or you need some new friends, expect some people to come in that will really be able to support you, probably even be able to relate with you with these experiences in love that you've been having. And I'm getting like initially this will be something that you don't really like think too hard about, and then just like one day you're going to be like, wow, like pretty much you're going to feel fulfilled, you know? And there's still this like, in like the energy that you put into these people that you may have felt like was wasted is actually going to turn around and be able to support you in the form of the lessons that you learn, in the form of inspiration, in the form of something that's really going to support you significantly on your journey through this life. That's it, Virgo. That's all I have for you. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I usually drag out my outros, but I said everything I needed to say. What you gonna do, Virgo? That's it though, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this resonated and shined a light on your path somehow, some way. And I'll catch you later. Bye, Virgo.